everyone. Today I wanted to do a reading on the Megan, Leah, and Zack situation. Before anyone starts in the comments, I haven't actually done a celebrity type reading in a while. Like, you can go down my page. That is not what I'm about. However, I feel so much for Megan that I wanted us to have a moment to send her really good energy, good vibes. Just imagine her surrounded by like pink and golden light, just because I feel like her spirit needs that emotional support. And whole situation with her has brought up situations where I have been in where, female friendships have not been as kind to me. Obviously, to her, um you know I've had female friendships where they have stolen the partner I was with, etc., etc. So I understand that type of betrayal, and I just wanted to give her some good advice and like some good guidance. I'm not gonna read into the situation itself. We all know that Leah is like cuckoo head and um all alleged for entertainment purposes only. I'm just a crazy person. um you know, Leah is a cuckoo head, right? Just let's say it like that, and obviously was jealous of Megan and all this stuff we feel about it. Um, Probably has some entity attachment. I just feel that. Um, Allegedly, and obviously, if Megan comments or even sees this, which I doubt it, but if she does, obviously, if she wants me to take it down, I will. I will say that it has left a really bad taste of my tongue of how they've been flashing their relationship online, and I'm pretty good with predicting future timelines. Obviously timelines can change, but I'm pretty good at predictions. So I wanted to do that to see if I'm just here. I'm praying on my downfall. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, um, I will say that for Megan, I would recommend veiling. I don't know if they're like attacking your crown chakra. Like, I don't know if she dabbles in magic. I know you do. Which for my recommendation, I would do some sort of justice spell. No hexing or anything like that, which is your personal opinion, whatever you really want to do. But I would recommend justice. And I even decided to bring one of my deities who works in justice in the table. So I wonder if that correlates with each other. But also I feel like you might be getting headaches or getting really sick, and then you might have to veil. And I felt like veiling today, so maybe that is also a synchronicity. um I hope Megan heals, and I just wish the best for Megan. Like, I just hate how Leah's been acting and how she's been just showing off, like going all these things with Zack. And I know Zack is just as guilty, and we should like put as much energy into being like Zack sucks. But it's just the fact, it's just like so much proof of how much Leah was really like despising Megan. And I can see energy, and I can just tell Megan is a very beautiful soul, and Leah is honestly, I think she's acting out of childhood wounds. I do think she had a rough childhood, allegedly. Um, and maybe that's where that's coming from, everything that's happening. But again, Megan, if you're seeing this, like, don't be you're such a good, sensitive person. Like, no, fuck her. You know what I mean? But anyways, let's send some really good vibes towards Megan, and her daughter and stuff. Like, just that everything works out for her. Song. I got a feeling you got everything you wanted, and you're not wasting time stuck here like me. Benevolent guys, what's the future for Leah and Zack? What's future energies for Leah and Zack, guys? So I never watched these people. Was okay, they definitely want to walk away from conflict. It just feels like what is done, it's done to them. I do feel like they both feel like evil twin vibes. Though, however, I feel like their feelings for each other is superficial. I don't know if Leah used to see Zack spoil Megan a lot, and to her it seems like a financial and like some sort of financial investment being with Zack. She does want to walk away with conflict, but I feel like lack of emotion. Like the thing that's happening with Megan is definitely something that clouds their relationship. I do feel like she's like, bitch, I'm not going anywhere. That's kind of like her energy. Um, but she and like Megan was right. Yeah, I'm getting itchy. Itchiness is like confirmation when I'm channeling. Megan was right that all this judgment is affecting Leah, but like rightfully so. But I feel like Leah lacks emotion, integrity is what I just heard. And she's like a bit of a narcissist, so like she doesn't understand that like rightfully so, like rightfully you're getting all this. However, she is she like a materialistic person? Like she's definitely like rejoiced that she gets to like build with Zack financially. Um let's see. What's next for the spirit? He is not. Oh my god. Okay. I do think allegedly for all entertainment purposes only, I do think Leah is figuring out that Zack is not this emperor type person she thought he would be. Maybe Megan, when you're looking outside in, you're seeing this guy who spoils your friend and who's really good to your friend and all this stuff, but once that excitement and illusion of like we're doing something sneaky and I'm taking something good from my friend goes away, he's like actually more harsh with his words than she probably realized. And he's not like, does she have like oh, she doesn't want me to talk about this. I feel like a blockage in that. Does she have like, she doesn't want Megan to know what she's really thinking about Sad? Because you kind of lay, what is it called, that saying? You you lay on it. Oh my god, what's that saying? I'm channeling, so my brain is like, is he like verbally abusive? Like he's just not all that out. And is she known for dating more like manly, like muscular, like just like a whole, like is Sack like a whole different type of what she's used to? She thought, okay, let's go to part two. This is part two of Leah, Ashe, and Zack and what's gonna happen in the future. That whole drama with Megan and Leah and Zack. This is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. Go back to part one for more context of what I'm reading right now. We got to Zack's energy and it felt like horrible. Like my head hurts. I think this is why I'm telling Megan to bail. I don't know. Like he seems like a very verbal abusive person. And just from like the car. Oh, you guys saw that? It was like a fly, right? That's not a good sign. I just heard drama. Okay. I'm going to say all that is glitter is not gold. I want to tell Megan that just because they might seem like the happy-go-lucky people outside the cameras, I mean in the cameras, and you might be seeing all this content of like they're going to this place, he's spending this money on her. Um just because someone has an idea of something and they're ignoring all the red flags, and their goal is to like have a family, and um maybe Zach is making promises of like, okay, now we build our family, we do our thing, we move on from this. I just don't think. Okay, so the justice card came out, and then the Empress came out in reverse. That to me feels like there is potential of Zack repeating a pattern where he cheats on Leah. Like he cheats on Leah, or one of them cheat, all alleged, for entertainment purposes only. Um you are not gonna be this mommy figure that you think you are to Megan's child. In fact, I would recommend for Megan to um like court justice is like court stuff too. Like maybe put some boundaries in place with the court. Because there's potential of Leah like feeding condescending information to your child like in the future. I also don't feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like she is going to have this family stuff that she thinks, because she really isn't that. I'm hearing that bitch. She really isn't that bitch. That's why she wanted Megan's identity, because Megan is soft and she's motherly and she is the Empress, right? Um, so with unhealed people, it's like if I become who you are, then I'll become what I really want. But that's not who you really are. In fact, you have taken your whole identity and put it to the trash. And when I'm saying that, I'm seeing the state, the estate thing that she got rid of all her belongings. um I think to her it was weird seeing Megan be emotional. Like she is not in that level. She doesn't have that kappa. I can't even speak in this energy. um she doesn't have that level of emotional intelligence. Like she's like pure narcissistic. She doesn't want to embarrass herself too. Like she doesn't want to experience that heartbreak, even though she is ignoring like all the alarm bells of like Zack is not, he's not the man. He's not the man. She thinks if I just like brush it off, and if we can finally move on from this, it's gonna get better. But I don't think so. I think more trouble is, what is that word? More conflict is coming. If Megan thinks, oh, Leah is in this like healthy relationship with Zack, like no. She just doesn't want to seem even more of a loser. Like I lost everything for a fantasy, and she doesn't want y'all to like realize that. Yeah, look. The Two of Cups in reverse. These people, have there been any cups? Have there been any cups? Have there been any cups as I pull in this? Oh my god, I cannot speak. Has there been any cups? There have been no feelings. There has been no feelings. Like no feelings at all. It's like trying to stabilize in an unbalanced situation when you know you're wrong and you were wrong, and the whole situation is just not aligned. Bitch, you really just lost your house. lost your internet credibility for a relationship that's not even no solid foundation, that you don't really have feelings for each other. And that is also Leah's payback in karma. Um, bitch, you're gonna have to be yourself. You're gonna have to live in your fucking body, and that's gonna be your biggest fucking karma. Ooh, and I keep saying bitch. I don't know. Okay, what's the future for? Oh yeah. Listen, it is not everything she thought it was gonna be. He's like a manipulator. Judgment card came out. The spirit guides are not. They're not gonna be on Leah and Zack's side. This is not gonna manifest the way she thought it was going to go. She's literally, I feel like she lost opportunities as well. You might be happy because Sad got the money, but you're gonna fuck around and find out. And I will say, yeah, literally the King of Pentacles in reverse. Zack is not gonna be financially well off forever. And I feel like if a breakup does happen, it might take a couple years just because of Leah is literally just ego based. It's all ego. And she doesn't want to accept failure when we all know. My goodness. Let's see. Okay, what should Megan do? What's next for Megan? And we might have to do a part 3. Okay, let's go to part 3 and see if we can give some advice to Megan. Guys, this is part 3 of the Leah Zack Megan drama tarot reading I'm doing. In the first 2 parts, I just basically asked for the future of Leah and Zack. Are they doing substances? Or is he like so abusive that I just can't, like, my head is just not here. Being in this energy has made me so fucking spacey. This is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. I'm just a crazy person online. For this part, I just want to give Megan good advice. I asked for it to be benevolent, for it not to be something she might not want the public to hear, but just like general advice. Right now she's just going through healing. I'm hearing that song. This is the part where I say I don't want it. I'm stronger than I've been before. Okay, so she's just healing this huge betrayal, and obviously it's gonna look a little messy online, is what I'm feeling, but just keep sending her good energy and good vibes. And I stopped telling her that she's dragging it, but honestly, because I know it's helping her healing, but I would say kind of go back to your roots a little bit, like which was that video games. Like I don't really know what that is, because I don't really watch I didn't watch her content growing up like that, but let me clear the energy just a little bit. Like, girl, you might need to do some cleansing in your house. That first reading I heard veiling, because I feel like your crown chakra might be getting attacked a little bit. um and I would do some sort of justice spell, but that's just like my recommendation. And this is for Megan, not for Leah's ashy ass, okay? Okay. Benevolent guides, only what Megan would be okay with sharing. Give her some advice. Okay, so from what I'm getting in the cards, um, I do feel like your spirit guides are around you or around Megan. Um, I would say ask for their assistance and help. I would say to know that they are on your side and they're supporting you and your child. I feel like, of course, you're healing from the situation, but there's gonna have to be a way for you to maneuver your co-parenting. I feel like right now you might still talk to Zach. I know you might feel like he's still your friend or whatever, and you're like, I'm just co-parenting. Well, he was your like you felt like he was your friend. He was your partner. He was a person you were finding like, okay, I'm gonna like make this foundation with, and obviously it like erupted. I would say that try not to get. I would say I would advise to stop having like one-on-one conversations with Zach, especially about Leah. I feel like he's lying a lot. There's a lot of lies within the situation, and also the lies between like your connection. Like I know that still lays heavy on your heart, and I know you're like pouring into yourself. You are doing the self-care you need. Um I would also say um try I wouldn't recommend dating right now. Just because you're still like grieving and I don't want you to like attract the same type of person. I know you're worried about your finances. I will say that spirit is saying that there's different things you could do to gain revenue. I don't know if you stop doing something due to this whole situation that you might want to like partake back in, maybe try to reach out to some brands. Um there you have different skills that could revenue income, especially within content. I know you might not want to hear this, but I don't think you're milking it, but I do think spirit wants you to manifest moving forward, like what fulfills you moving forward, so your identity and you don't get stuck in this energy. And do not compare and don't stay stuck comparing yourself to Leah. Like, you know, I've been there, like, why her, not me, like type vibe. You know, I think this was a lesson to learn to take things from face value. I can feel your energy. You're very somber right now and very upset. I would say, you know, maybe try to find some hobbies where you can express this anger and this sadness and know that there's like a whole community supporting you. See how my energy change. Um I just don't think this is a time to be indulging into like I'm not gonna say it. I don't know if you would like me to say that stuff. Just like, you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it because I don't think she would want me to say that out loud. But um, I yeah, this is just about new beginnings. You're gonna find happiness again. In fact, it's better that you didn't have that backstabbing bitch in your corner anymore. I don't know if she was like talking shit behind your back and like trying to take brand deals from you. I honestly feel once you embark in this new journey of self discovery, putting boundaries with Zach of like, we really only just talk about our kid, like, no more talking about Leah, no more talking about this. I did see earlier that you might have to do some justice, you know, like some court thing. Maybe he sends child support or having boundaries where Leah might not be like too involved with that, with like the co-parenting part. But I do see you being successful with your finances. I know it looks rough now because you're like, oh my god, like Zach used to help me and all this stuff. Um, and now Leah seems like she gets all blah blah blah, blah, all that bullshit. Um, I'm feeling like it's time to focus on Megan Plays. Maybe it's your YouTube, maybe it's your brand, like expanding your brand and like leaving the stuff with Leah and Zack behind. Um, just because I feel like you're like you're into energy, right? Just because I feel like a clean platter is what I just heard. Well, anyways, this was all alleged for entertainment purposes only. I do hope it helped Megan. And yeah, I love you guys. Please check out my channel. Please subscribe and like and comment. And I don't usually do influencer celebrity readings, but I just felt like I needed to. And I hope this helped her or even somebody, like if you're in a similar situation. If you want a reading with me, my website is in the bio. I'm not gonna go too into that, but yeah, I send much love to Megan and people who are in this situation. I love you. Mwah.